Anchor Home presents the News Hour at 9 with Arnab Goswami.
Right. Now backing the up tonight, I have with me Harmohinder Singh Sahani, Senior Leader of the Aam Aadmi Party from Vijayawada tonight. Anita Gupta, Senior Leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. She's joining us from Jammu tonight. She in fact heads the province's women's wing. Jaspinder Narula leans towards Kejriwal on this one, backs the AAP. Rizwan Qaiser criticizes the BJP for criticizing the AAP. Sarabjit is National Convenor of India Against Corruption. He's there in the blue shirt from Delhi. And on the other side tonight on this debate, and the hashtag is this: viewers, AAP hai abroad. It's self-explanatory as a hashtag. And they're abroad not just physically, it appears they are abroad in mindsets also today. On the other side tonight, Ravina Raj Kohli, former top television executive, is joining me tonight. Citizen of Delhi, Bhai Baldeep, former member, he was thrown out of the Aam Aadmi Party. Former member of the Aam Aadmi Party. Jitendra, Bhargava, former executive director of Air India, as an angry citizen tonight. D.R. Rai, former senior vice president of the Indian Medical Association. And Sambit, Patra is completing our panel. I'll begin with one question to one side. The other side takes over. The debate begins. Are we ready to debate? Jitendra, Bhargava, are we ready? Absolutely. Okay, now my question is this. Sarabjit Roy, my first question is to you. Mr. Roy, are you ready to debate? Mr. Roy.
Absolutely.
Mr. Roy, is the World Heritage Site in Finland so captivating that Sisodia is posing for cameras in Europe while turning blind to the images that Times Now and Newshour have been broadcasting for the last 1 week about the pathetic and pitiable state of health in the middle of a massive health crisis in the national capital? He says, I'm studying and I'm working in Finland. What kind of work is this? And can you work for Delhi only from global destinations? I'd like you to start the debate. Sarabjit Roy, you wanted to add something there right at the start? Jitendra Bhargava, or you want to let him have his first say?
You see, there is simply no logic behind what these AAP representatives have been stating.
Yeah.
That he's on an educational tour. If he's on an educational tour, well, it is not an academic session which begins on a certain date and ends on a certain.
You can just leave that.
Could have been rescheduled. He should have been brought back.
Just leave
but
that
what
place,
surprises
Anita.
me more, Arnab, is that his controlling authority has not as yet terminated or withdrawn the approval given for his foreign junket. In government sector,
how can you do that?
In government sector, you seek your approval of the superiors to go abroad. Now, in this case, he should have been summoned back and said, your permission is withdrawn, come back and attend to the crisis. Second thing, what these AAP representatives have been saying is, which is most absurd, is that the health minister is handling the crisis.
Oh man,
we all need to know, if at all any course is required for Manish Sisodia, it is the crisis management course where you marshal all your resources, including manpower. And you cannot say
my question is tonight that Sisodia's tour of Finland, and I'm sorry, Sarabjit Roy, because Jitendra Bhargava came in there, is happening at a time when there are thousands.
That's no problem.
And I mean thousands of people reeling. Anecdotally, people say 1 out of every 10 to 15 people is suffering from dengue or chikungunya in the national capital. You must cancel that trip and come back.
Absolutely.
But you've gone into some kind of an ego trip, Mr. Sarabjit Singh, Sisodia, where he believes that if he comes back, he's going to be given in. He's going to be losing to the media. It's not about losing to the media, it's about doing what's right. Sarabjit Roy. Mr. Roy.
Yes. Yeah. It's not Manish Sisodia only, it's the entire AAP government which is in this sort of catatonic state. It started with Mr. Kejriwal's family holidaying in Switzerland. It continued with the Chief Secretary, Mr. K.K. Sharma, going on an educational tour for DMRC to Hong Kong, Switzerland, Singapore, Taiwan. The DMRC fares have been hiked over 100% by these educational tours, and now it's Mr. Manish Sisodia. What they are going to learn from Finland, we don't know. He's in Helsinki, I am in hell and sinking.
Well said, Sarabjit Roy.
There are mosquitoes everywhere. I'm in hell in Delhi. Everywhere the whole city is sinking in garbage. We are wading through flocks of mosquitoes, if that's the right term, and these professional parasites are bigger parasites than the mosquitoes themselves.
Well said.
I'm sure there are no mosquitoes in Finland for Mr. Sisodia to study.
I can't agree with you more.
He should come back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And be accountable to the people of Delhi.
Yeah.
Through RTI.
Yeah,
for which they claim to be great champions.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Citations,
absolutely.
Prizes, Ashoka. Where are you?
Well, you are redundant. You are making yourself redundant.
Manish, I know you for a very long time. You know me. Come back to your activist roots. Stop all this governance nonsense and take on the governance of the government of the day along with me. Hold whichever government they are accountable. Stop this play acting as governance. It doesn't work. It doesn't suit you. You are activists.
Not at all.
Come back.
Well, not at all, says Ravina Rajkoli. What did you mean by that? Not at all, Ravina.
Not at all. You know, the very people who voted these people in are being used as the tools for their arrogant display of ego clashes with whoever else they think they need to conquer. The point is, these people have made themselves redundant in this present situation by being away at a time when the people who voted them in needed them. So let them stay there, because after this there's going to be another health crisis coming up and another civic crisis coming up, and they're going to turn around and say, oh, we're not going to be there anyway, we might be abroad or tootling off to some boondoggle place. But that's fine, you know, because it's somebody else's job. And you know, because we don't have the support of the center, because we are at war with the Lieutenant Governor, because the BJP is playing games with us, because the media is against us, we are not going to help the Aam Aadmi Party. Arey Baba, why are you here? Stay there, no?
Yeah. Well said. Harmohinder Singh Sahani, Mr. Sahani. You see, I have no problem if he stays in Helsinki for a while longer,
yes, sir,
if he decides to settle down.
Thankful to ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Sahani. Go on, I think.
No, the thing is, he has gone on a study tour to the Finland.
Yes,
sir. He has gone on a study tour to the Finland, and here the government in Delhi is not only controlled by the Aam Aadmi Party, 75% of the government is controlled by the BJP.
Oh my God!
One way, the 7 MPs
there it goes
from the
again,
BJP are
Ms.
there.
Baldeep.
Second way,
Baldeep
the 3
on the
municipal
left.
corporations are controlled by the BJP. Third, please listen to me.
No, one second. Standard line of debate starting here. 1 second. Yeah.
And
let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
They are doing self-service also. They can take care of all these things.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry to have lost the link.
Question of the human service. The Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. They have to do the human service. Only Aam Aadmi parties, I agree that they are answerable. I agree that they are responsible. But along with that, 3 other parties are also there, sir.
No. One second. I think Anita Gupta is coming into the debate. जी Anita जी आप क्या कह रही हैं? Anita जी बोलिए.
मैं बोल रही हूँ कि till August 31 cases of chikungunya have been reported in India as per National Vector-Borne Diseases Control Program. So, nearly 73% of 8,941 in Karnataka. Maximum जो chikungunya के cases हैं वो महाराष्ट्र में के. Why you are hitting Delhi? आप दिल्ली को hit क्यों कर रहे हैं? कि दिल्ली को ही टारगेट बना रही है कि दिल्ली में चिकनगुनिया फैला है तो ये सारा कसूर गवर्नमेंट का है. अगर मनीष सिसोदिया पूरी गवर्नमेंट नहीं है, वो गवर्नमेंट नहीं है. मिस्टर नाडा से पूछ रही हूँ कि वेयर इज ही, क्या उनकी कोई रिस्पांसिबिलिटी नहीं है?
संबित पात्रा ऑन द लेफ्ट.
कितने उन्होंने विजिट किया हॉस्पिटल में, दिल्ली के हॉस्पिटल्स में आके?
Anita ji, Sambit Patra is responding to you. Basically, no, one second, one second. Sambit, before you come in. Okay. Anita ji, I just want to tell you something. आप मेरी बात सुनिए, मेरी आवाज अगर आ रही है, आप मेरी बात सुनिए.
MCD है, वो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के अंडर है. MCD है इतनी, ये सारा हमारे MCD हमारी जो है वो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के अंडर है. तो हमारी MCD ठीक नहीं है, साफ होगी तो चिकनगुनिया के आप चिकनगुनिया को आप बेसिकली आप ये सियासत खेल रही है बीजेपी इसके ऊपर. ये चिकनगुनिया को लेके आप आम आदमी पार्टी को हिट कर रहे हैं. मैं आपसे एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ, आप जितना मर्जी इसको हिट करें, ये सिर्फ एक सियासत है. आने वाले टाइम में आम आदमी पार्टी ही अपनी गवर्नमेंट बनाएगी. ये आप ये इसमें सियासत खेली जा रही है. देखिए मैं आपको
मैडम कैन आई आंसर यू इफ यू अलाउ मी?
सियासत खेली जा रही है, आपको पता पंजाब इलेक्शंस आ रहे हैं, गोवा में इलेक्शंस आ रहे हैं।
मजाक मत करिए मैडम लोगों के साथ कि चिकनगुनिया के नाम पे लोग सियासत कर रहे हैं, ये मजाक मत करिए, लोग बहुत परेशान है यहाँ मैडम। मैडम अब उत्तर सुनिए।
परेशान है तो आप
मैडम आप बोलिए, मैडम सुनिए,
हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर टूर पे नहीं जाते?
प्लीज
क्या मिस्टर मोदी टूर पे नहीं जाते?
मैडम ऐसे पूरा स्पीच मत पढ़िए एक बार में।
Just one minute. Anita Gupta, wait for a while. Sambit, let's remain focused.
देखिए हमारे
you see, Anita Gupta, you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait. 1 minute. No, Anita Gupta जी, प्लीज 2 मिनट रुक जाइए, प्लीज 2 मिनट रुक जाइए, मेरी बात सुनिए। ये सियासत, राजनीति, पॉलिटिक्स मैं सुनना नहीं चाहता, मैं सिर्फ एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं, एंड आई विल ट्रांसलेट इट इन इंग्लिश फॉर आवर व्यूअर्स वाचिंग इन इंग्लिश टुनाइट। 1 सेकंड प्लीज। द क्वेश्चन इज सिंपली दिस, हर चीज की एक सीमा होती है और एक समय होती है। आप समझ रहे हैं ना मेरी बात? There's a limit to everything and there's a timing for everything. 1 minute. Anita ji, listen to me. मेरी बात सुनिए. I'll show 2 sets of pictures on the channel. First, I want to show the situation in Delhi today. Can I run some pictures right now of the situation in Delhi? There are 2 patients on 1 bed. There are dogs there in waiting rooms in hospitals. Families are holding the saline bottles of their affected loved ones in the middle of an epidemic outbreak. There are hundreds of thousands of patients who are waiting on the floor outside government hospitals, waiting to get medical attention. Look at that picture. There's a dog in the middle of the waiting room. That's a patient on the floor. There is a massive health crisis. बहुत बड़ी health crisis है दिल्ली में इस वक्त. And on the other side today, Mr. Manish Sisodia is going to see a tower in a sightseeing tour. He's gone sightseeing in a town called Tampere in Finland. He has decided to visit a World Heritage Site. वो वहां पे जहाज पे बैठ के, अनीता जी मेरी बात सुनिए, कृपया करके मेरी बात सुनिए, जहाज में बैठ करके वो बाल्टिक सी की एक तरफ से दूसरे तरफ जा रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं कि अर्नब गोस्वामी को कुछ पता नहीं है, मैं तो इधर बहुत काम कर रहा हूं। अगर इस तरह का काम हो तो पहली बात है, इस तरह का काम को कोई समय होना चाहिए, कोई सीमा होनी चाहिए। ये काम कह रहे हैं आप, मजाक बना रहे हैं, बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं लोगों को,
आप किसी
बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं लोगों को। अगर छुट्टी करनी है तो कर लीजिए छुट्टी, मगर इस समय नहीं। आई एम रियली सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी।
मैं मिस्टर नाडा से पूछ रही हूं, कितनी बार विजिट करने गए?
नहीं मैडम, ऐसे चिल्ला के डिबेट करना ठीक नहीं है। जनता जो बीमार है उनको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। प्लीज ऐसे मत चिल्लाइए, शांति से पूछिए सवाल, मैं जवाब देता हूं। अर्नब, द पीपल हैव टू रियलाइज एज टू व्हाट वी आर डिबेटिंग टुडे। फ्रॉम आप कहां हैं डे बिफोर yesterday to aap hai abroad. Aap has gone a long way. And I tell you 3-point error of Mr. Manish Sisodia. The first point, abdication of duty. He's no ordinary man. Had he been an ordinary man, naturally Mr. Goswami, you, the whole panel over here, and Newshour would not have been discussing him. He could have easily flown to the Baltic Sea or wherever he desired to, and he could have done all that he wanted to do. But he's the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, the capital of India, and there's something called as vicarious liability in the English dictionary. Secondly, the second count on which he has arrogance, sheer arrogance, when confronted with facts,
Professor
this
Qaiser.
man, including Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, they are so arrogant. They in fact say you are dalals. I mean, all the journalists who have questioned Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and his clan, they have been called as dalals. And the third point where Mr. Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party is they use the taxpayer money. When the taxpayer, as rightly said by one of the panelists, and I really admire the way he put in, while Delhi is in hell and is sinking, here is a man, the Deputy Chief Minister in Helsinki, and this is the money of Aam Aadmi, the common man. The common man's money has been used for it, and these are the 3 points. See, even if you were present over here and something would have gone wrong, we could have sat down and discussed. Because no, we are not a dictatorial country.
3,000 people in government hospitals. Sambit, one minute. I want to get Rizwan Qaiser in. Sambit, Rizwan is countering you, and Rizwan, please remember this. I have no problems if Mr. Sisodia decides to stay on in Finland for 10 more days, but the people of Delhi have a serious problem. I am told, Rizwan Qaiser, that Sisodia visited a Pinnikin Nakotorni, which as per a Google search will tell you is some tourist sightseeing tower in a city called Tampere in Finland. It's a lake district. 1 minute.
No,
I want to know from you. Sir, I want to know from you. He says that I'm working. Maybe I don't get it, but please tell me, does Sisodia get some kind of moment of epiphany, realization on how to serve the people of Delhi when he's sitting on top of a tower, right, in Finland, or does he have to go on a cruise in Finland?
You have made your point.
No. I have not made my point, sir. I have not, believe me, I have not made my point. My point is, I want to know what kind of magic is this, ki Sisodia can find out magical ways to treat and govern and give some, balm on the people of Delhi and help the people of Delhi only if he's sitting on a cruise in Finland. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe this is some Arvind Kejriwal type of governance. You tell me, what am I missing here? He is visiting, sir, please, I have not finished. He is visiting a luxury resort island. Now, how is it that you only go... Sir, 1 minute. Sir, I have not finished. I have not finished. 15 people have died of chikungunya, 12 people have died of dengue. The health minister has lost it. Kejriwal is not well, he is not there. Sisodia has decided to go to Finland. All the other top leaders have decided to go campaigning in Goa and Punjab. There has to be a limit. Am I missing something?
No. Morally, Mr. Sisodia should have taken a flight back to Delhi, number one. His work...
Taken a flight, he should have never gone.
No, listen to me, Arnab. Yeah. No, allow me to speak.
Please.
Work ethics demand that he should be with the people of Delhi. However, you will also have to highlight the fact that there is a governance deficit in Delhi, not only because of the Aam Aadmi Party government, not because of Kejriwal or Manish Sisodia, but because of certain structural problems. These structural problems are such that nobody is dealing with the health crisis situation in a bipartisan manner. Every other person is raising a finger against another person, saying that, look,
I don't get this
problem is because of you or because of the other deficit.
You're wrong, sir.
When you said it in your preliminary remarks that I'm critical of the BJP, actually I'm critical of the entire administrative structure.
Sir, can I please correct you on facts when you say that...
One second. We also have Anita back on the debate. Anita in the middle. Anita.
Gone for a 6.
Anita ji, yes.
11 advisories announced by the central government. What was done by the Aam Aadmi Party government? Nothing. They did not even need to. They have issued the notification that chikungunya is a dreaded...
Okay, only Anita and Sambit Patra.
Just imagine Mr. Goswami, such is the lackadaisical approach of the Aam Aadmi Party government that today they have announced that chikungunya is a dreaded disease. After 24 people have died, these people have woken up to realize that this is a fatal disease. Till yesterday, the health minister was saying that no one dies of chikungunya. Go and Google what kind of governance is this. And yet there are the Aam Aadmi Party defenders, with all due respect to ma'am, with all due respect to anyone else, that they are respected panelists, but this is not the way.
25% जो मरे हैं वो पूरे इंडिया में है, वो सिर्फ दिल्ली में नहीं है.
Madam, please don't go into the domain of a doctor.
Ravina Rajkoli on the left. Ravina on the left. Ravina.
Who is winning in this game?
Ravina on the left.
Who is winning this Game of Thrones?
कौन समझाएगा?
Who is winning in this Game of Thrones? Everybody is a loser.
क्या उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है? आप उनको बुलाएं, वो उनकी भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. क्या दिल्ली हमारे इंडिया का पार्ट नहीं है? वो क्या वो इस्लामाबाद में है?
Anita ji,
no, just I don't.
So therefore, people are dying without governance
वो उसमें विजिट नहीं कर सकते
because somebody has to prove a point here politically, right?
Now, can I explain one thing to you?
Who is gaining from all this?
Okay. I want to give an explanation. Just let. No, 1 minute. Just one. I want to put it in a specific angle, and I want Mr. Rai to come in. I just want to explain why I have a problem with him going there. You see, Delhi government hospitals, by Baldeep, just a small statistic. Delhi government hospitals are offering the antigen test for chikungunya, which detects it only after 2 weeks. That test gives immediate results. Right? The test which gives immediate results is not available in any government hospital in Delhi.
No.
Therefore, people are being pushed to go to private hospitals. 1 minute. The Delhi government has put a 600 rupee cap on dengue and chikungunya tests in private hospitals. Mr. Rai, you're aware of it, which means that there are people in Delhi paying up to 600 rupees just to get tested for the vector-borne diseases. In the middle of all this, Mr. Rai, Dr. Rai, Sisodia has gone to Finland. He said, I don't care about what's happening in Delhi. I really need, on an urgent basis, right now, not tomorrow, right now when people are suffering, I have to learn how to serve the people of Delhi, and that's why I have to go to Helsinki. And I need to understand, if people ask him, what are you doing in Helsinki, Dr. Rai, he's saying that I need to understand how the schools in Finland are working. I mean, I don't believe it. A round trip. And this man doesn't travel economy, Dr. Rai. A round trip, business class to Berlin,
Yes.
right? I'm not sure if he's happy traveling economy. Business class to Helsinki will cost 4,14,000 rupees on just flight tickets.
Arnab,
So even if a person pays...
आम आदमी सरकार बनावे, खास आदमी सरकार चलावे, पार्टी करे और सुख फल पावे.
Money is immaterial. Money is material.
Money is immaterial.
No. Even the financial.
Give me a chance.
I'd like.
Just a minute. One reason why AAP is on a different page from the rest of us is because they believe it is not a dreaded disease.
Can you hear me?
And therefore it makes no difference.
Can I get Bhai Baldeep?
There is
Bhai Baldeep on the screen. Bhai Baldeep, please.
Called perception.
Bhai Baldeep, yeah.
One, that it is like आम आदमी सरकार बनावे, खास आदमी सरकार चलावे, पार्टी करे, सुख फल पावे. This is the doha which I can come up with. The second thing, there is also something called perception. One is a game of perception. The other is a war of perception. I suspect, and for reasons, that the Aam Aadmi Party is playing or stooping down to playing the game of perception by first putting up images of holidaying, getting the whole media to cover it, people are shouting at them, and then now posting up images as if they are now doing some education related aspect. If Manish can go on record stating that Delhi's education system is in a mess, is the infrastructure to deal with any health crisis not in a mess? Who will take care of it? Right now, Delhi is wanting to talk about the health crisis it is facing, near an epidemic status, and Manish Sisodia is wanting us to talk about education. How preposterous!
Now, I'd like to ask Harmohinder Singh Sahani, if you can come back to the debate, please. Harmohinder Singh Sahani, I'm again telling you one thing, and Dr. Rai, please. You see, Mr. Sisodia is visiting the historic Lutheran churches in Helsinki. I don't know, how does visiting the Lutheran churches in Delhi, in Europe, help people who are sharing beds in government hospitals? When you go to a luxury resort or when you go on an expensive cruise, how does it help people who are holding saline bottles for their affected kin? 18.6 million people in Delhi battling an epidemic as I speak. Please tell me, how does...
I am unable to understand.
Yes, what are you unable to understand, sir? Yes, sir, what are you unable to understand?
I am unable to understand, Arnab.
Yes.
Why this only Finland visit of Minister Sisodia
I'll tell you
is
why.
Creating a problem for
I'll tell you why.
Public of India.
Because if you
why it is not bothered about the visit of the another leaders, sir?
Sir, because if you look at the website of the Aam Aadmi Party, I'll quote, the AAP website says, the biggest problem facing our democracy today is that no one in government can or wants to hear the common man's basic needs. I don't know if Sisodia is hearing the common man's basic needs while he looks at the Baltic Sea in Finland. If you have to go on these foreign trips to understand what the Aam Aadmi wants, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe we were all fools. Maybe everybody was fooled. Maybe the reality is different, but you can't get upset when you are being asked questions. So tell me, Mr. Sahani, have you read the AAP website? You know what the AAP website says?
No, sir. I am not at all upset, sir. I am very comfortable while replying all this. Yes, sir. Please listen to me.
You see, today Manish Sisodia has tweeted 13 times. And he is wanting us to be educated about the education system in Delhi. Is that the way you lead from the front? Not one aspect. Look at Mr. Satyendra Jain. When he was holidaying, he came back. Look at his tweets, and this is what a leader should do when he leads from the front. When he says, visited Deep Chand Bandhu Hospital, all services are normal, more than 100 beds are vacant, no need to panic. This is the signal a leader must give to the people of his state. If Manish was here, or even from where he is holidaying or doing the work regarding education, he needs to be telling the people not to panic. What are you talking?
Harmohinder Singh Sahani, I'd like Sarabjit also to come into this. I find that there's an obsession this man has with traveling abroad. Dr. Rai can come in. Before you come in, Dr. Rai, one point I want to make. Sisodia keeps traveling abroad. In August, he went to Rio de Janeiro, and he went to Sao Paulo in Brazil, and he took his personal secretary along. It was not an official trip. It was a response to a private invitation. Mr. Sahani, are you with me? The event was in Sao Paulo. He spent 2 days in Rio. He could fly direct. He chose Rio. Before 1 day Sao Paulo visit, he spent 2 days in Rio. After the Sao Paulo visit, he took another 3 days break at the Iguaza waterfalls. For a 1 day event, therefore, he spent 9 days out and 4 days holiday. Over 29 lakh rupees was spent on him, and 6.5 lakh was spent only on his taxi bill. 6.5 lakhs was only his taxi bill. And when a student wrote to him from London saying, please come to London, he immediately took his personal secretary with him and went to London also in March. Not an official visit. He travelled on a student's invite, and he took his secretary along. You understand? Now,
it just shows that they have no work to do.
Now,
that they are irrelevant.
No, but can you say you have no work to do? Sarabjit, how can
that? The silent dharna they're coming up with, that just because the LG is the boss.
If he doesn't have time for the people of Delhi, he is irrelevant.
Is that their idea of dharna now?
He doesn't have time for the people of Delhi. Yeah. He is half the time, 90% out of the time in Delhi, and when you want to meet him, he says, take an appointment.
That's Aam Aadmi for you.
We would not want to meet him. We would simply like our work to get done. The reason we have mosquitoes in Delhi today, this crisis, is traceable to one simple fact, which cuts across party lines. And India Against Corruption is non-political, so I'm making a non-political statement. The one decision which cuts across party lines, everyone will agree, is the trifurcation of the MCD is responsible for this mosquito crisis in Delhi, which the Aam Aadmi is unable to control because the funds are not being provided by the Delhi government to the MCDs. They don't have money. Their staff is sick. The garbage is not being cleaned. There are puddles of water everywhere. The drainage system is in a complete mess. The PWD is not doing their job. The synergy required between the three branches of the MCD and the Delhi government, which used to be there when it was one integrated government system, a common MCD. Yeah. Delhi worked. Whoever created this trifurcation into three parts is responsible for the mess in Delhi, and it is.
I'd like to get Dr. Ryan. I'd like to get Dr. Ryan at this stage. Dr. Ryan.
Incompetent
Dr. Ryan. Dr. Ryan. Dr. Ryan, please. Dr. Ryan.
I'm very sorry because I have been participating in the debate for last 3 days. And I'm sorry to say all the political parties are pushing the bucks from one base to other one. Nobody is bothered for the health of the nation. Nobody is bothered for the health of the Delhi peoples. And one thing I'm ready to say this word, health is not the priority for our politicians. Health is not the priority for our politicians. Well, they are just saying this way. Now I say one thing. For last 15 years I have been witnessing, because I'm a medical activist, I have been witnessing whenever the rainy season is there, they make a huge bigul bajar ke, they say, now we have arranged this thing, we have done this thing, we have done this. And as far as the morality of the Sisodia is concerned, once a head of the family comes to know, at present Sisodia and Kejriwal are the head of the family, that of Delhi, if the Delhi is sick, they should have immediately come down. It is the moral says. Whenever a head is out of that, when he come to know that the child is sick, they come down. Now I come on the other hierarchy, how the system works.
Anita.
When there are the sanitations, who has bothered to see the whether sanitation has been cleared or not? On sanitation, they have got the inspector, then they have got the commissioner, then they have the corporator, then they have got the MLA. But nobody is bothered. Nobody is bothered. They are just passing the buck from one place to other place. And again I am ready to say this word, there is no willpower Otherwise, they can combat all this epidemic also, which I had told number of times. I give you the example, when Sri Lanka can remove the malaria from their country, why India cannot? Once Ebola is spread in the African country, our government starts working on the war footing.
Yeah.
When the Zika is there, they start working on the war footing.
You see,
but what is happening
Dr.
with the malaria and dengue?
Dr. Rai,
MCD, just one thing.
Dr. Rai,
MCD is, yes,
Dr. Rai, can I say something here? I agree with you on all that you are saying about the fact that health is not given a priority is a fact. I would add to it, health is not a priority, but Dr. Rai, you know what? Aam Aadmi is not a priority. This is not an Aam Aadmi party.
Is dying.
This is not AAP.
The chief. I agree with you now. I agree with you.
No, watch it. This is not AAP. This is KAP. It is a Khas Aadmi party. But my question to you and Anita ji, आप मेरी बात जरा 2 मिनट सुनिए. गुस्सा मत होइए, मेरी बात सुनिए. Your party said that we should never become arrogant like other parties. 3 साल पहले आप कहते थे. And you also said, we are here to serve the people, we should never become arrogant. Kejriwal used to say that. Today, the same party, same leader, who told his people never become arrogant, we are here to serve, the deputy chief minister of the state takes off for Finland and says, मैं वहां से पता करूंगा कि दिल्ली के लोगों के लिए क्या कर सकता हूं. And when we ask questions, 13 times he tweets. He abuses media. I don't even want to dignify the kind of language that, the crass language, जिस तरह के language use करते हैं आपके पार्टी के लोग, गंदी language use करते हैं ट्विटर में, उसके बारे में बोलना भी नहीं चाहता, मगर इसको सिर्फ जो अंग्रेजी में कहते हैं arrogance और हिंदी में उसको क्या कहते हैं घमंड. इतना घमंड, इतने अहंकार, ईगो, घमंड, अहंकार, इससे प्रभावित हो गए आप लोग. लोगों को यह बताइए कि आपको क्या लगता है ये अहंकार आपको कहां ले जाएगी? आपने कभी देखा है दिल्ली में इस बार अस्पताल में क्या हालत है? हमारे रिपोर्टर ने देखा है क्या हालत है, लोगों की हालत क्या है. क्या सिसोडिया वहां पे कैसे, हाउ डज ही स्लीप कामली एंड पीसफुली टुडे इन हेलसिंकी?
सर मुझे
डज ही नॉट थिंक
करने का मौका दीजिए.
नहीं, मैं जरूर
Arnab, one thing I would like to say over here. You are talking about the Aam Aadmi Party. There was a novel with the name of Animal Farm, written by the George Orwell. What they had written, the commandments, all are equal. After that they are changing, all are equal, but some are more than equal. Like this, all the commandments are changing. There is no money to pay to the sweepers and the MCD workers, but they have got money to increase.
Jaspinder Narula,
MLS.
Jaspinder Narula, you've been supporting the AAP.
Thank you, Mr.
No, Jaspinder Narula is responding. Jaspinder Narula, you've been supporting the AAP. I don't know how you can support the AAP on this one.
I want to join Dr. Rai.
Jaspinder Narula, I'll come back to you, Rizwan Qaiser, right after Jaspinder.
Mr. Arnab Goswami, you are mistaken. I have never supported them. The debate was different and we were talking something different. But I would like to bring it to your notice that long back I had left Aam Aadmi Party. There was a reason to leave them, and I never came out with that reason. But today I am glad that I am not associated with them, because the reason is that they are so insensitive and such inexperienced. And at the time of when आपके बच्चे बीमार हो घर में और आप अपना घर छोड़ के बाहर घूम रहे हैं और कुछ stupid reasons बता रहे हैं कि आप वहां पर ये करने गए हैं, ये बिल्कुल accepted नहीं है. मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि हम लोग इधर बैठ के ये डिबेट कर क्यों रहे हैं, एक दूसरे पे कीचड़ उछालते हैं पार्टीज.
जब कश्मीर के हालात इतने खराब थे तो मोदी जी कहाँ थे? क्या वो अपना टूर छोड़ के आ गए थे?
बच्चों का ख्याल पहले रखना चाहिए, फिर आपको करना चाहिए कुछ.
श्रीनगर के बात नहीं है, मोदी जी के बच्चे नहीं है.
ये पार्टी की हम बात कर रहे हैं.
कश्मीर के लोग मोदी जी के बच्चे नहीं, कश्मीर इंडिया का हिस्सा नहीं.
बहुत देर के बाद मैं देख रही थी कि हमारी बहन जो है वो भी बहुत सपोर्ट कर रही है, कह रही हैं कि उनके हमें बात करनी चाहिए. हमें ये बात करनी चाहिए कि हमारे हिंदुस्तान को, हमारी सिटी को कैसे बचाना है, हमारे लोगों को कैसे बचाना है, ना कि हम पार्टियों की बात करें. यहाँ हम पार्टियों की बात कर रहे हैं.
आपसे बोल रही हूँ कि हमें
अपने लोगों को बचाएं.
अगर बीजेपी को के लोगों को इतनी चिंता है, वो डॉक्टर्स की एक टीम क्यों नहीं दिल्ली भेज देते? वो भेजे क्या? दिल्ली वासी इंडियन नहीं है, हिंदुस्तानी नहीं है?
इन एवरी डिबेट नहीं क्या बोल, आप वो स्पीच एक बार में पढ़ दीजिए मैडम। ये क्या क्या पढ़ रही हैं आप? कश्मीर, मोदी जी, हम क्या डिबेट कर रहे हैं, आप कहाँ जा रही हैं? प्लीज डोंट डू दिस, दिस इज अनफेयर एंड आई टेल यू। आप कहाँ हैं? मैं बता रहा हूँ आप कहाँ हैं।
दिल्ली में, दिल्ली
मैडम आप विषय समझ नहीं रही हैं, प्लीज पढ़िए अच्छे से। आप विषय नहीं समझ रही हैं, आपको नहीं पता दिल्ली में स्थिति क्या है। आप ये कश्मीर का विषय कंपेयर मत करिए। एंड लेट मी टेल यू मिस्टर गोस्वामी, व्हेन यू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन, आप कहाँ हैं?
दिल्ली में
Rizwan, one minute.
I want to join Dr.
Rizwan Qaiser, Rizwan Qaiser and Sambit.
3-4 very, very important issue. Number one.
Mr. Rizwan,
Sambit, let Rizwan come in. Sambit, wait.
Give
Sambit, wait.
the entire discussion. Yes. Number one, make a declaration of health emergency in Delhi. Let the central government as well as the state government, including municipal corporations, get fully involved.
No, do you know, sir, despite the fact that 11 advisories were issued to the state government, today in fact the state government has issued the notification that chikungunya is a dangerous disease. Up till now the minister was googling to see whether it is a dangerous disease or not.
Dr. Patra, I'm joining.
No, I'm stating you the facts, sir.
Make declare health emergency in Delhi. If you want to really, if you are really concerned about
Dr. Rizwan, as a
ordinary
doctor,
people's health in Delhi, declare health emergency.
Do you know
let
that
the central
11
government, let the state
advisories to the
government,
same effect that you are saying have been issued by the central government, and none other than the central health minister has spoken about it. The issue is who declared it. The chief minister is not there. The deputy chief minister is not there. Satyendra Jain as the health minister is not convinced that chikungunya is a dangerous disease. Yeah. Only today you have the notification. Let me tell you what the fact is.
Lieutenant Governor can be well within his powers to declare it a health
abdication
emergency.
party. They have ambition
People
to rule over Punjab, ambition to go to Goa, ambition about Gujarat, Helsinki, Finland.
No, I want to run that clip again. Can I? Sir,
but I think let us
sir, can I come in? One second. Professor, let Bible
People will come running. Where are the 7 MPs of Bharatiya Janata Party? Let them come back to the state.
Ask them to come
all of this Delhi government.
Bible Deep.
7 MPs are in Delhi, sir.
They also represent the people.
All right, Bible Deep, 1 minute. Bible Deep, 1 minute. Bible Deep, 1 second. Professor Rizwan, 1 minute. I say today, I agree with you. You are saying you want to declare a health emergency in Delhi, right? Right. Okay. Now tell me.
Who stops you?
Tell me today, Professor. You live in Delhi? Bible Deep is in Delhi.
I live in Delhi.
One second. You're in Delhi. You know how many people from Delhi, Bible Deep and Professor Rizwan call into our studios every day? I want to tell Manish Sisodia that Manish Sisodia. 1 minute. 1 second, sir. 1 second. You see, this man Manish Sisodia from morning on, short of abusing, is doing that on Twitter, right? He knows exactly what his so-called social media army, some of these people use pathetic, dirty language because they are very, very shaken today, Bible Deep, that we are asking them questions in the straight way that we always had done. You know, Bible Deep and Professor Rizwan, why we are covering this story like this? Because I really think, Professor Rizwan, you should hear some of these phone calls when they come into our studio. I have messages of people whose family members are suffering from chikungunya. And when you have a loved one suffering from chikungunya, someone who's elderly, diabetic, otherwise when you're worried about the health of that person, and then you're literally calling into a news channel saying, please do something, the situation is really bad. Bible Deep, I don't know what people are telling you there. Ravina, I don't know what you're hearing. You're all in Mumbai, Delhi, I'm not. But when I get calls of people in Delhi, Gurgaon, otherwise, especially Delhi. 1 second. The phone calls today that come in are people who are so worried and they are pleading and requesting us, please pick this up. It is a situation we are really worried about. And Manish Sisodia, if you ask yourself today, you know you are wrong. You know you are arrogant to be there in Finland. Manish Sisodia, ask any one person in Delhi. I'll go to the streets and ask any one person in Delhi that who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? I'm in Finland.
That point is made.
My point is you say you declare a health emergency. Professor Rizwan, you say declare a health emergency. Will it bring Sisodia? Will it bring Sisodia back?
No.
If you declare a health emergency, Sisodia वापस आएंगे? वापस आएंगे वो तब वो?
They will come running.
नहीं तब आएंगे वो वापस?
Parliaments of BJP.
No, one minute.
They will punish him.
They will come running.
Give direction to the entire discussion
now. Now running away, drawn away from them. They will then start behaving.
Then the
their arrogance will go over.
तो फिर then tell me, Dr. Rai, you tell me, Dr. Rai, आप तीनों स्टूडियो में मैं नहीं हूं, डॉक्टर राय फिर बताइए मुझे, मैं मानता हूं कि मीडिया की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी और हमारे प्रोग्राम न्यूज़आवर की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इस वक्त ऐसी है कि हम वो घमंडी राजनेताओं को जिन्होंने 3 साल पहले बोला कि आम आदमी को सर्व करने के लिए आए हैं, उनको हम शीशा दिखा रहे हैं। वी आर शोइंग देम द मिरर।
शीशा दिखाने के बाद अब लोगों की जान भी बचाइए।
आपकी बात से बिल्कुल सहमत हूं कि हेल्थ इज नॉट द प्रायोरिटी।
आपको याद है केजरीवाल ने जो गाना गाया था, मिस्टर केजरीवाल ने?
They are not bothered to
रवीना कुछ कह रहे। रवीना
मैं एक बात बोलूं आप सबको, ये जो आम आदमी दिल्ली में रहता है ना, the आम आदमी of Delhi wants to rise above every government today. They are so pissed, they are completely squashed between the egos and the battles, and they have gained nothing by putting these people into power. They have gained absolutely nothing by listening to the song that Mr. Kejriwal sang during his swearing in, which promised that the people would matter. Let us really, I think the armed person in Delhi wants to rise above the government, because the government is doing
Mr.
nothing.
Dr. Rai, yes, Dr. Rai.
Not only health, but
Dr. Rai, only Dr. Rai on the screen, please, only Dr. Rai, please, kahiye. Dr. Rai.
Person I don't respond.
Dr. Rai.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please.
you were saying something. I missed it.
I think my humble request to all the political parties. Let's forget the politics. We should decide only how we can fight this chikungunya. Now I say MCD, Municipal Corporation of Delhi is under attack by MCD. M for malaria, C for chikungunya, and D for dengue. MCD is under attack by MCD. Now we should find out how, on war footing, we can combat this disease. How we can help the population, how we can remove.
Again, yeah, Mr. Roy, Sarabjit Roy.
They take the willpower.
I would like to make a certain non-political statement, because we are non-political, and for us, all political parties have messed up this matter. There is an emergency today, a health emergency, which requires to be tackled on a war footing by professionals. The NCDs and the Delhi government, their machineries have been reduced to a shambles. The people are being paid and not doing any work. It's all the rosters and musters are completely fabricated. It's been privatized to the extent that the money is being skimmed everywhere. Call in a professional military, paramilitary, some police force which can tackle this emergency. Maybe the National Disaster Management, whoever is in place, but let's have some sort of strong governance in Delhi, not this daily farce where every side is blaming each other and the people of Delhi are suffering. I was born in Delhi, I'm staying in my house in Delhi. Yesterday, 2 houses away, a senior citizen was murdered in cold blood. Now, I'm not going to blame the BJP government or the Congress LG or whatever. The governance, the government, all 3 parties in Delhi have failed. So all of you, please come back and sort this mess out.
You know,
my humble request.
For last 2 days on the air, I'm requesting, let us forget the politics, let's unite together and fight this malaria.
This is the only solution.
But nobody's bothered.
If you
Dr. Rai, I have one question to ask you.
Sir,
there are people,
sir,
unfortunately some journalists also,
yes,
who are saying, please don't question the politicians. Just because they are traveling abroad, just because the people are suffering does not mean that you question politicians. What would you say to them, Sarabjit Roy?
Yes.
I mean,
my response to that is very clear.
Sarabjit Roy.
As Chief Minister of Delhi or Deputy Chief Minister or Minister, You took an oath to be responsible, accountable and transparent to the people of Delhi. You especially, we reposed our faith in you to give us that accountability, the right to question, to use RTI to get suo moto information, and we do not wish to be told, take an appointment. Sorry sir, we don't want our requests for information to be shuttled around like a shuttlecock from one waste paper bin to another. Put in your system, if the central government can file electronic RTIs online, why is the Delhi government not able to do so?
Yeah. No. Can I have a word? Can I have a word? Jitendra Bhargava in the studio here with me. Yes, Jitendra.
There is a bit of positivity which is finally coming out that all political parties must combine their efforts and get into a coordinated approach, a welcome step. But for achieving that, the first thing that you need is that AAP must come on the same page that chikungunya, dengue are dangerous
things.
First
they must come back to their own country. No, first he must come back to India.
No, okay, all right, they must come back to India. But the fact is they got to realize this, that you can't be winning battles by only blaming others. Look inwards, introspect, and then say, okay, this is my responsibility and I need to deliver. And the fact is, your manifesto, just one more minute. The manifesto, why is it that the people are disillusioned, number one? Number two, Aarti said they are going to be sweeping the elections elsewhere. Well, good luck to them. The third point
Anita,
what has happened to their own helpline, that the people of Delhi are being forced to pick up the Times Now studio.
Absolutely.
They must answer as to how many calls is the helpline getting. They made a whole lot of show when they launched the helpline. They launched the medical clinics. Now what has happened to all that? Are they answerable to the people? Or is this just hangama or tamasha that they've been creating?
No, I would like to tell you that we have confronted Manish Sisodia in Helsinki, and I'm being told that I'm getting that clip. He's very nervous. I confronted him, my reporter Herman confronted him in Goa and asked him why was he having this jaunt in Brazil. Now we've confronted him in Helsinki, right? And to those people, and Bhai Baldeep, to those people who say, including some journalists unfortunately, who say don't question politicians. This has now become a new fad. Don't question politicians just because they are traveling out of the country when there is a massive health crisis in Delhi. So what? People can keep traveling abroad like it's cool to travel abroad. My problem, and I want Bhai Baldeep in on this because you were one of the founding members of this party called the Aam Aadmi Party. This party, I object to that kind of logic because this party promised full financial transparency to the public before it got to power.
Absolutely.
What transparency, Bhai Baldeep, is this given that the Deputy Chief Minister is spending millions on a trip to Finland while the people of Delhi are in the middle of a health crisis? AAP, your party said when you started it, it said that we have entered politics not to come to power but to change the self-serving system of politics. Isn't ignoring the ever deteriorating conditions of the hospitals in Delhi and spending millions of rupees of hard-earned taxpayer money on a very fancy trip to Finland self-serving politics? How is this changing politics? This is the most self-serving form of politics that you can have. Then on top of it, you double it up and you say, I'm sitting around in Finland. So what if I'm going around to tourist destinations? I'm thinking of the people of Delhi. This is Marie Antoinette politics. This is Marie Antoinette politics.
They had sensibility and that they will do governance with sensibility.
Absolutely.
They have missed out on both. They had to prove, they had to lead from the front when a health crisis is what we as people of Delhi are facing. They had not to educate us on the education systems that it's in a mess. They do not need to question our political bosses, as Manish has been, questioning. Excuse me, that's very lame and that's very petty. You are the Deputy CM. We understand Arvind has a health crisis of his own. You are the leader of the government in absentia. When Arvind is not present, you had to be in Delhi. And 13 tweets today, you only questioned.
No, but you told.
Questioning, where are you?
No, मैं कह रहा हूँ, Professor Qaiser, 1 minute.
Very unfortunate.
No, Professor Qaiser, I'm telling you this, Professor Qaiser. Today, the whole day, entire day, the Aam Aadmi Party has been busy abusing this channel, abusing me. Whole day, they've spent all their resources abusing me. I'm saying today, Professor Qaiser, no, I have no problem. You see, I'll tell you, I have no problem. I take it on the chin. I must be doing something good. But the time they spent trolling and wasting their time, instead of doing Twitter, if these people had spent a little bit of time thinking about the people, the AAP had claimed that its movement...
Can you tell one tweet that he has sent to the people of Delhi?
Nothing for the people of Delhi.
One tweet that he has done?
No.
I have to make a point.
Which shows us that we matter to the government?
No, one second.
And now again I remind you
It's an absolute shame.
You have raised George Orwell and you have raised
community
They have proven to us exactly this is the way how you do not govern a state.
Harmohinder Singh Sahani, your party had said that we will expose the greed and ugliness of politicians.
Yes, sir.
This face of politicians, you tell me, is it not greedy? It is not ugly?
And they're shooting the messenger.
No, Harmohinder Singh Sahani, Harmohinder Singh Sahani, आप मुझे बताइए कि आज मैं नहीं, सारे देश के लोग और सबसे ज्यादा दिल्ली के लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि और कोई समय नहीं मिला आपको ये स्कैंडिनेविया, फिनलैंड, बर्लिन, हेलसिंकी घूमने के लिए, टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन देखने के लिए, और आप वापस भी नहीं आ रहे हैं, आप परेशान भी नहीं है, आप केयर भी नहीं करते, आप सिर्फ मीडिया को गाली देते रहते हैं जो आपको सवाल पूछते रहते हैं। आप हरमोहिंदर सिंह जी, हरमोहिंदर सिंह जी, ये किस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स है? मुझे प्लीज मुझे लोगों को समझाइए। नो, आई विल रिजवान, बट आई वांट हरमोहिंदर सिंह जी।
सहमत होता हूं इस बात से, क्योंकि आम आदमी पार्टी के अंदर जी सर
प्लीज गो अहेड।
आप ये देखिए कि 75% जो हमारे अंदर यंग ब्लड है, उनके अंदर जोश ज्यादा है, होश कम है। इसलिए हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि उन लोगों को होश में लाया जाए, उनको बताया जाए कि भैया जब भी आप बात करते हैं आप खाली वोटरों से बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप भारत के नागरिक से बात कर रहे हैं, इसलिए आप जरा समझ के बात किया कीजिए। और
नहीं मगर होश नहीं है तो फिर सरकार क्यों चला रहे हैं?
सर यहाँ तो अभी क्या बताएं आपको, कभी सभी को गुस्सा आता है, गुस्सा ज्यादा करते हैं, हुकूमत कम करते हैं, बस यही समस्या आ जाती है।
तो आप
गुस्से के अंदर हुकूमत कर रहे हैं, ये लोगों को समझाना पड़ रहा है, लेकिन ये हमारे ऊपर बोलते हैं आप बताइए मत।
नहीं हरमोहिंदर जी, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? आप बताइए मत मतलब क्या बोलते हैं? क्या बोलते हैं आपको? आप अगर कुछ सवाल उठाते हैं तो क्या बोलते हैं? आप अगर सवाल उठाते
बस ये कहा जाता है कि नहीं साहब आपको ऐसा नहीं ऐसा
सुनिए हरमोहिंदर जी को सुनिए,
सामाजिक जीवन के अंदर हम आदमी को जवाब दें हैं।
या हरमोहिंदर सिंह जी बोलिए हरमोहिंदर सिंह जी को बोलने दें।
हम समाज में हर आदमी को जवाब देना पड़ता है। आप जब समाज की सेवा कर रहे हैं
जी,
जब आप समाज की सेवा कर रहे हैं तो आपको हर आदमी को जवाब देना पड़ता है, हर आदमी का दुख सुनना पड़ता है। तो इस सिचुएशन में जो मेरा ख्याल है कि हमारे जो सिसोदिया जी हैं उनको जल्दी से पहले दिल्ली वापस आ जाना चाहिए और दिल्ली की समस्याओं को समझना चाहिए और दिल्ली के लोगों के ख्याल करना चाहिए।
Well, I think I congratulate you. I congratulate you today. No, one second. Bhai Baldeep, I congratulate Harmohinder Singh Sahani, and I want to tell you, Bhai Baldeep, listen, Bhai Baldeep, he is the senior state advisor of the Aam Aadmi Party in all of Andhra Pradesh. He is coming in from Vijayawada. He is making a request today to this man, Manish Sisodia, to drop his arrogance and come back.
And if they want to be successful in politics, they must put public interest ahead.
One minute. I have with me from Helsinki now, Gilbert. 1 second.
मैं उनसे भी कहना चाहता हूँ
health of people of Delhi to deal with the health crisis that the Delhi
people of Delhi,
they have to lead from the front, direct the MCD.
I have with me from Helsinki viewers.
Request the central government wherever they need it.
Viewers, I'm sorry I'm interrupting. From Helsinki in Finland, I have our reporter Gilbert with me. Hi, can you hear me, Gilbert?
Yes, John Gilbert speaking.
Hi, John. How are you, John? We are all debating this subject. We are still not been able to play the clip. In a few minutes, I think we'll have the clip when you in Helsinki confronted the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia. But I'd like you to tell all our viewers across India and the 81 countries where this is being broadcast, what exactly happened. Was the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia remorseful? Did he regret what he was doing? Did he talk about immediately coming back to Delhi? What did he tell you when you questioned him?
Yes, I'm very sorry. Part of your question didn't come through there, but I assume you're asking me about the nature of our confrontation, what he said, and the manner in which he said it. It was a good-natured little tete-a-tete, a little bit of badinage between us, but he's clearly, utterly unrepentant and completely and utterly brazen about his decision to go to Finland for all these days for what he describes as, a working diplomatic visit, despite the fact that he does indeed appear to have treated himself to an enormous amount of downtime and leisure time. Now, the prongs of his defense are effectively twofold. On the one hand, he says that he is indeed there for the benefit of Delhi, for the benefit of India, because the ideas that he's exploring and discussing and being imparted will be brought back in order to help improve the quality of education in India. His second prong is that he says that he simply does not feel any need to justify himself to the press, namely you, and that he is simply and only answerable to his own voters and his own constituents. Now, when I put it to him that, yes, indeed, that may be the case, but then why not treat this as a forum to account for himself to all those millions of constituents and voters who are watching this show, he simply reverted to the argument that he wasn't beholden to the press. So I guess only the voters and only the constituents can make their own feelings felt, perhaps in the polls, who knows?
Well, Jonathan, I mean, that's incredible. So you're saying through this entire conversation, he did not for once apologize for his absence?
He made absolutely no attempt to apologize for his behavior. As I say, he adamantly and vehemently insists that this is a working visit. When I said to him somewhat flippantly, well, you were pictured the other day, on a cruise ship licking an ice cream, he replied equally flippantly, well, show me where it says it's against the law to eat an ice cream. And I said, well, are you or are you not enjoying yourself and pleasing yourself on the public purse?
That's the point.
He replied no, that all his leisure activities were self-funded. Now, I obviously can't refute or deny that, but that's his position.
Wow. I mean, Jonathan, this is incredible. Thank you for telling us about your interaction there. And I think in a few minutes we'll be playing that clip. It's just being downloaded here. Jonathan Gilbert, thanks very much. A reporter in Helsinki. What do you make of this? What do you make of this responses? What do you make of this, Sarabjit Roy?
Very unfortunate.
What do you make of it? Can I just get some responses while we wait for that clip?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I understand that Manish has made the point that he's paying for his visit from his own personal funds.
No, he's not.
If so,
he's not.
Good.
He's not.
And
he's
he
not.
should prove it to us.
He's not. He's not.
Okay, he's lying again. Okay, he's lying again. Fine.
He may be paying for the ice cream on his own.
I would like to just make one.
He's not.
One point to this.
Mr. Goswami, can I just?
Our entire thrust somehow seems to be getting into the realm of politics. We have to rise above politics. Ours is a non-political platform. As a matter of fact, when Arvind and Manish were with us in the ISA movement, we had pledged that we would be completely non-political in exposing the Commonwealth Games scams. He remembers this very well. When the split
One second, may I correct you? May I correct you? No, 1 second. Sarabjit Roy, may I correct you there?
Yes.
I don't think anyone in India against corruption.
Yes.
And leave alone Arvind Kejriwal broke the Commonwealth Games scam or exposed it, sir. For your kind information, it was broken on Times Now.
No, we did.
It was exposed on Times Now, and you picked up on it. So anyway.
No, people were arrested, but the system failed. The expose was there. My partner Viresh Malik had got 11,000 pages of documents in RTI because IAC brought the Indian Olympic Association under the RTI by a 2009 High Court judgment. Manish didn't do it. Kejriwal didn't do it. We did it. We had the documents, we placed them before the appropriate agencies, and somehow a few people got their token. But that's beside the point. The point is, let's move beyond politics, come down to the issue. This is the first appearance I'm making on any television channel after the split happened into the political and non-political wings of the ISC movement.
Well, I mean, I'm
just making the point.
Mr. Rizwan, Qaiser. No, I don't want to go into the history. No, sir, I don't want to go into the history of the India against corruption movement. The limited point that I'm making here, is that the media, the people of this country had been so full of hope after the India against corruption movement, and I'm sorry, it is an opportunity squandered away by the top leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party. Yes, please. Watch it. No, Rizwan Qaiser, please. Rizwan Qaiser.
We had enough of Sisodia. Now is the time to focus on the health of the people of Delhi, their life, their security health-wise, and therefore let the central government, Lieutenant government, let the government of Delhi make joint declaration how to protect, what measures to take in order to protect their life, give them good health, and that should be the only focus of the debate, as nothing else. Well, we are not interested in what happened and when, which party and which.
From the reporting over here. Just a second, sir. We were hearing your reporter from Helsinki who gave an explicit detail as to what transpired. Now, I tell you what has happened over here. Out of sheer arrogance, Mr. Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister, lost an opportunity. There was a camera, there was a reporter. He could have appealed to people of Delhi saying, look, this is what the situation is. I'm coming to take care of you. Don't worry. The health minister is there. But because of arrogance, he even pushed the cameraman, did not answer the question. So why was all this happening? This was happening because there was guilt within himself. He knew that he was doing a blunder, he was committing a blunder, and that's the reason as to why he had no explanation. Had he had some explanation, these are media savvy people. The Aam Aadmi Party knows how to deal with media. Only when the media starts exposing them, they start beating the media, they start talking against the media, they start calling them dalal, and once the media shows them in good light, they are very homely with these media people, you know. So naturally, Mr. Manish Sisodia had no explanation. And secondly, just a second. No. We are discussing on a pertinent issue. There is no doubt that we should rise above politics. But the fate of the Aam Aadmi Party should also be discussed. Now, Mr. Rizwan, just let me complete this. Mr. Goswami, we know that chikungunya, dengue, malaria are dangerous and it has to be eradicated. We have to come above politics. But one important issue that we are missing out over here, the modus operandi of Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party has this use and throw philosophy. They have used Delhi now, they will throw Delhi and they will go to Punjab. They used Yogendra Yadav, they used Prashant Bhushan, and then the classical words of Kejriwal was, Piche se laab.
And Professor Rizwan, Professor Rizwan, 1 minute, Sambit, 1 minute. Professor Rizwan, let's be reasonable. Health is a state subject. Okay? Now, if the Lieutenant Governor says, I will manage health, then Arvind Kejriwal says it's an assault on federalism. I don't understand this logic. Is health a state subject? No, sir. Is health a state subject? Is health a state subject? Sir, 1 minute, answer me. Is health a state subject? Sir, answer me. Is health a state subject?
It is a state subject.
Then what are they complaining about?
Lieutenant Governor?
Then what are you complaining?
Lieutenant Governor is the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi.
DRI on the debate. Let's get the top end. Because 1 second.
No. Lieutenant Governor is the constitutional authority, sir. He is not the administrative authority. He is not the executive authority.
Get the right. He will tell you how to manage.
And show me a single file that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal or the Aam Aadmi Party government might have sent to the Lieutenant Governor.
We are not discussing Aam Aadmi Party. We are discussing the health of people of Delhi.
Governor might have returned. Then question the LG.
How mentally sick the gen.
Yes, please. Bible deep.
Arnab,
I'm extending this debate.
I have an observation to make, something that shows what kind of a sick mind this gentleman health minister has. When he tweets, I'm quoting, a reporter told that medicine not available in Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital. When told RML is Central Government Hospital, he switched off the camera. Now this was also an opportunity where he should have told the reporter, thank you for telling us that there is no medicine, as this is a central government hospital or aided hospital, I'll be personally requesting the central government agencies to help us with the medicine procurement. This shows the kind of mental sick mind these people are carrying, and hence this impasse. It's very, very unfortunate. These are lost opportunities, as Manish lost the opportunity in Helsinki. This gentleman has lost the opportunity in Delhi.
Viewers, I still hope in a couple of minutes. We will be able to bring you the clip of this gentleman, Manish Sisodia.
I'm really sorry. I'm very sorry that we are discussing, but right now we are not discussing how we can fight this disease. We are just putting a blame this way that we are not here to discuss about the AAP. We are here to discuss about the welfare of the citizen of Delhi. But we have discussed nothing. And today also I tell you,
this issue.
If we have got a willpower, we can reduce this disease within a week time. We can bring it to 50%. Only there should be willpower.
A policy of use and throw. Let them take it up. Let BJP take it up. Let BJP do the service to the public of the Delhi, so that in the incoming MCD elections, the public of the Delhi, they will vote them back to power.
The time has come when BJP, AAP and Congress and the public should unite together to fight this thing.
This is it. This should be the approach.
Time has come when AAP,
should be the approach right now.
BJP and the public also should come together to fight this menace. Then only we can achieve something.
One second, I'm getting breaking news. I'm getting breaking news. I'm getting breaking news. I'm getting breaking news that I'm told that the Lieutenant Governor is issuing instructions to summon Sisodia back immediately. I'm getting that news now. Now this has crossed all limits here. The Lieutenant Governor is issuing, I'm told, Navika is with us on the phone line. Navika, one second. Navika is on the phone line with a breaking news input. Navika, are you there? We're going to get her in a minute because I am hearing here today. But I think this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
But this is what I said in the beginning of the debate. The Lieutenant Government has the power to summon him back and withdraw the sanction granted him for an overseas fee. I'm so glad that the Lieutenant Governor has heeded and taken the necessary action. This is what should have been done 2 days ago.
No, but Mr. Roy.
I am thankful to the Lieutenant Governor.
There's a technical legal point here. The Lieutenant Governor has hit the nail on the head. There is no Council of Ministers. There is no Council of Ministers in place.
No, I have 1 second.
The Lieutenant Governor is completely right. There is no council. Who is functioning? How can the Lieutenant Governor function without a council in place?
Now tell me, in this kind of a situation, realistically speaking here, the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi has summoned Manish Sisodia back, I think the Lieutenant Governor has done the damn right thing. He should have done this earlier. He should have done it 4 days back, Ravina Rajkoli. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. You have this embarrassing situation, DRI, where you have to tell. No, 1 second. Where the mantri is
going on here.
What I mean, it's a banana. Yes. What kind of banana republic government is going on out here in Delhi? How can you do this? It's embarrassing to the people of Delhi today. The Lieutenant Governor is having to issue instructions that you immediately come in. I'm telling you, in this situation, the government cannot get into a state subject. The Lieutenant Governor can do at the most, he calls Sisodia back now. After this, if he refuses to come back, then what?
He cannot.
Can he refuse to come back?
He cannot refuse.
Can Sisodia refuse to come back? Say, I'm going to stay on.
You know, the thing is, if he's going to come back and do nothing at all, what's the point of him coming back? Let him extend
Don't worry, sir. He will be back within another...
Because nobody seems to be bothered about the people of Delhi.
I have Navika on the phone line. Navika on the breaking story. Navika, good evening. Navika, your information on the Lieutenant Governor summoning Manish Sisodia back to Delhi from Helsinki. Now, legally, can the Lieutenant Governor force the Deputy Chief Minister to come back from his foreign jaunt?
Hello?
Navika, are you there? Navika, are you there? No, Navika is not on the phone line. Let's connect her back again. Sambit, your comments, please, while we get Navika back. 1 minute, Jitendra, Bhargava. 1 minute. It's an important political development.
It is.
One sec. Sambit.
See, See, let me make some very guarded comments over here. Though this development has been heard by us during the part of the show, so we should patiently wait for the developments, and I think Navika would give us the development. But the important issue is an advisory, I think, can be issued by anyone, because this is a crisis, an advisory. Probably if an advisory is issued, let's wait and see that. But I can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a big day, because the same...
Navika's on the line, Navika. Navika, can you tell me, please? Navika on the story. Let's go back to breaking news story, Navika. Unprecedented order here. Navika, can you hear me?
That's right. We are given to understand that the LG has issued verbal orders at this moment. Even as we speak, the orders are being typed. These orders clearly say that in the absence of Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, the acting Chief Minister is Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, who seems to be holidaying in Finland. So the LG has issued orders summoning back Sisodia from Finland at a time when Delhi has some exigencies as far as the issue of chikungunya and dengue outbreak is concerned. So the LG's office issuing orders, the verbal orders have gone, and at the moment, even as we speak, these orders being typed in the LG's office, and orders to summon back Sisodia, who is the acting Chief Minister in the absence of Arvind Kejriwal, who is on a medical leave.
But if he says, no, which means Navika, that he has to leave immediately in the next like 5 or 6 hours. But he was supposed to come back after 2 or 3 days. Can he refuse to listen to the LG?
Well, it becomes another confrontation issue between the LG's office.
But confrontation over what, Navika? Let's be reasonable about it. Can you have a confrontation? No. But Navika, sorry to interrupt you there, Navika. But confrontation over what? Is he going to say, no, Mr. LG, I am going to be in Helsinki? He's going to be. He's look foolish if he does that, Navika. Can he say that?
Well, the way things are in Delhi, he should have cut back his tour himself and come back to Delhi at a time when the Chief Minister himself is not available. But having failed to do so, now the LG's office issuing orders, even as we speak, summoning back Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister, to come back to Delhi at a time when Delhi is faced with a crisis over the outbreak of chikungunya and dengue. Those orders being issued right now, even as we speak. That's the information that we are getting from our sources in the LG's office.
हरमोहिंदर सिंह साहनी जी, आपको कैसा लग रहा है अभी कि ऐसी परिस्थिति आ गई है कि आपके जो डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर है, he's so interested in being in Helsinki. The LG is having to call him back. What will the people of Delhi say? That you are forcing the Delhi Chief Minister to...
बात है सर, वो आ रहे हैं अगर आने के बाद, लेकिन मैं संबित पात्रा जी को एक बात पूछना चाहता हूं कि जब इनके पास इतना अच्छा मौका था दिल्ली की प्रजा की सेवा करने का, तीनों एमसीडी इनके हाथ में है, तो इन्होंने ये मौका क्यों गवा दिया? क्यों ये अपने हमारे संबित पात्रा जी को डिपेंड होके रहे?
क्यों ला रहे हैं बीच में? सर बहुत सीरियस इशू डिस्कशन हो रहा है, एलजी और डेप्यूटी चीफ, आप मेरे को क्यों ला रहे हैं बीच में?
सर आपने कहा था ना,
प्लीज if you have some connection, please.
All right, viewers, we are going to go to debate number 2. Big breaking news story.
Don't drag me.
Big breaking news story. Anita ji, Anita, our leader from Jammu. Anita is saying something. Anita ji.
करने का चांस किया आपने?
Anita Gupta.
हेलो, हाँ जी,
Anita Gupta.
मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि हमें आपस में आर्ग्यूमेंट्स छोड़ के हमें बीजेपी के साथ मिलकर दिल्ली वासियों की हेल्थ के बारे में सोचना चाहिए। मुझे लगता है हमें यूनाइट होकर इस समय हमें दिल्ली की हेल्थ के बारे में सोचें। हमें कुछ ऐसा स्ट्रेटेजी बना के, अगर मनीष जी यहाँ नहीं है, सिसोदिया जी नहीं है, अगर नाडा जी भी बाहर नहीं निकल रहे, तो मुझे लगता है कि हमें आपस में मिलकर यूनाइट होके दिल्ली वासियों की हेल्थ के बारे में सोचना चाहिए।
Well, we have the latest pictures there. We're going to get the clip in some time.
Madam, I mean, this is a cabinet, this is a government. There are systems in government. This is not as easy as you are saying that क्या हो गया अगर मंत्री नहीं है, हम लोग घर में बैठ के बात कर लेते हैं. Things don't function this way. There is constitutionality.
नहीं, घर में बैठ के बात क्यों करेंगे? हम बाहर निकल के बात करेंगे, हम क्यों नहीं आते? तो अगर मिस्टर नाडा नहीं बाहर निकल सकते, तो फिर आम जनता को बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा। अगर मिस्टर नाडा बाहर नहीं निकल पाते, तो आम जनता, क्योंकि हम आम आदमी हैं, हम आम आदमी हैं ना।
मोदी जी और नड्डा जी के बारे में मत बोलिए मैडम, आप अपने घर के आम आदमी पार्टी के बारे में
क्या नाडा जी हेल्थ मिनिस्टर नहीं है?
मोदी जी नाडा जी के बारे में क्यों बात कर रही हैं?
मैंने कहा क्या नाडा जी हेल्थ मिनिस्टर नहीं है? उनकी अगर मनीष सिसोदिया जी नहीं है यहाँ पे, अगर ही इज नॉट इन इंडिया,
Madam,
Yeah.
no, madam. Health is a state subject. That means the people
of course it's a state subject.
State has to look
of course
after
it's a state subject.
So why do you bring Mr. Modi and Mr. Nadda into it? Why do you bring Mr. Modi in? It's not a party happening in the home.
Agar Manish Sisodia, he is not in India. Manish Sisodia is not in India.
There are serious governance
responsibility किसी को तो लेनी है ना? सर किसी को responsibility लेनी है.
Okay.
किसको कौन लेगा responsibility?
All right. What you're seeing there, what you're seeing, one second, Mani, 1 second, Sambit, what you're seeing on your screen there is the conversation between Jonathan Gilbert, and I'm told he was just being abusive, personally attacking me, etc., which is normal Manish Sisodia style. Manish Sisodia, this is the lowest point of your whatever little political career you had. The LG is requesting you now, demanding that you come back to Delhi. You are saying you will be in Helsinki. Next time, please ask the people of Delhi. I don't know what kind of welcome you will get now after all of this. I take a break at this point. I'll come back to this and I'll play the full clip featuring Manish Sisodia later on the News Hour when I have the downlink. I thank you for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.
Quicker Home presents the News Hour at 10 with Arnab Goswami.
There's a bit of a public health crisis going on in Delhi at the moment. People are dying of dengue fever and other illnesses. What are you doing here?
At least what Times Now is conspirating against me. I want to clarify, Mr. Arnab Goswami, Manish Sisodia is not on holiday. Right. Manish Sisodia is on a tour to understand education, which at least you don't understand, and you don't dare to tell the India. You are conspirating against me. You are not daring. One second. Let me answer. You finish your question. Let me answer.
Address me, not the camera, please.
No, I have to address Mr. Arnab Goswami also. Mr. Arnab Goswami, if you have guts, please show what Manish Sisodia is doing.
I mean, there is a perception that you may be here to do a little bit of work, but you also seem to be enjoying yourself. You've been on cruises, you've been seen eating ice creams. It's not creating a great impression.
Is coming to Finland a sin? Is eating ice cream a sin?
Well, I'm not saying it's a sin.
Which book says this?
I'm not saying it's a sin, my friend. But I'm saying that perhaps you should be back in Delhi dealing with this massive public health crisis and not enjoying yourself here.
Listen.
Is that not a fair point?
Can I complete my answer? You see, eating an ice cream is not a sin at all. And Modi School of Journalism can teach Mr. Arnab Goswami that eating ice cream by Aam Aadmi Party leader is a sin, while ice cream being eaten by Mr. Arnab Goswami or his political bosses is not a sin.
Kind of getting a little bit off the point here.
No, I'm not.
Ice creams aside, people in Delhi.
Why you question ice cream?
People in Delhi are dying. Shouldn't you be there taking care of the situation?
I am working here for 26 lakh kids of Delhi government.
Yeah.
I am trying to improve the education system. Why is Arnab Goswami conspirating against my reform process?
Who is paying for your trip?
People of Delhi.
They paid for the ice cream?
No.
Did they
I
pay
for
the
I pay for that.
Okay, so surely perhaps you should just be back there dealing with this health crisis.
You see, Times Now is not my
consideration for those people.
Times Now is not my boss. My boss are my people.
Right.
I am accountable to the 26 lakh parents in Delhi government schools.
Feel when they saw you here, enjoying yourself, when people are dying of dengue fever?
Am I enjoying here?
Well,
of course
you were the other day, were you not?
Of course, I'm on the roads of the Finland. I really enjoy being in Finland.
I can't really believe that. He said, I really enjoy being in Finland. Shahid Siddiqui, what's going on here? Should I run this once again? He's refusing to come back. Have you seen something so bizarre ever? He is refusing to come back.
Are sick of dengue. They are sick of chikungunya, but they are sick of Manish Sisodia. They are sick of this Aam Aadmi Party hypocrisy. This is the worst kind of hypocrisy, arrogance, insensitivity I have seen in my whole political life. I have never seen this kind of insensitivity and arrogance from any political leader. The worst political leaders do not behave like this. I mean, this is amazing. How can these people talk like this? He can say, look, I am here. I am sorry I am here at a time when I should have been in Delhi. I should have been serving the people of Delhi. I want to go back and I will go back as soon as possible. What is he learning about education in Finland? I have been to Finland. I don't think there is anything to learn about education. everything is here. So this is ridiculous, shameful, absolutely arrogant.
I'll play this once again, please. I don't know if you heard the whole thing there. I'll play it once again. Let's play it, please. This is incredible.
It's my understanding there's a bit of a public health crisis going on in Delhi at the moment. People are dying of dengue fever and other illnesses. What are you doing here?
At least what Times Now is conspirating against me. I want to clarify, Mr. Arnab Goswami, Manish Sisodia is not on holiday. Manish Sisodia is on a tour to understand education, which at least you don't understand, and you don't dare to tell the India. You are conspirating against me. You are not daring to... One second, let me answer. You finish your question, let me answer.
Address me, not the camera, please.
No, I have to address Mr. Arnab Goswami also. Mr. Arnab Goswami, if you have guts, please show what Manish Sisodia is doing.
I mean, there is a perception that you may be here to do a little bit of work, but you also seem to be enjoying yourself. You've been on cruises, you've been seen eating ice creams. It's not creating a great impression.
Is coming to Finland a sin? Is eating ice cream a sin?
Well, I'm not saying it's a sin.
Which book says this?
I'm not saying it's a sin, my friend. But I'm saying that perhaps you should be back in Delhi dealing with this massive public health crisis and not enjoying yourself here.
Listen.
Is that not a fair point?
Can I complete my answer? You see, eating an ice cream is not a sin at all. And Modi School of Journalism can teach Mr. Arnab Goswami that eating ice cream by Aam Aadmi Party leader is a sin, while ice cream being eaten by Mr. Arnab Goswami or his political bosses is not a sin.
Kind of getting a little bit off the point here.
No, I'm not.
Ice creams aside, people in Delhi.
Why you question ice cream?
People in Delhi are dying. Shouldn't you be there taking care of the situation?
I am working here for 26 lakh kids of Delhi government. I am trying to improve the education system. Why is Arnab Goswami conspirating against my reform process?
Who is paying for your trip?
People of Delhi.
They paid for the ice cream?
No.
Did they
I
pay
for
the crew?
I pay for that.
Okay, so surely perhaps you should just be back there dealing with this health crisis.
You see, Times Now is not my
consideration for those people.
Times Now is not my boss. My boss are my people.
Right.
I am accountable to the 26 lakh parents in Delhi government schools.
Feel when they saw you here, enjoying yourself, when people are dying of dengue fever?
Am I enjoying here?
Well,
of course
you were the other day, were you not?
Of course, I'm on the roads of the Finland. I really enjoy being in Finland.
It's my understanding.
He says, I really enjoy being in Finland. I don't know. Atul Anjan, you've been backing this Aam Aadmi for a long time. Do you think he should be doing this now? He says, I enjoy being in Finland. How do you think the people of Delhi who are actually suffering today will respond when they see the Deputy Chief Minister refuse to come back? He says, I'm enjoying being in Finland. What would your advice be to Manish Sisodia right now?
No, my dear Arnab, I was less backing Aam Aadmi Party, but you have dedicated yourself 3 years back to this party. Every day, 24 hours you were showing from Anna Hazare to all these people.
No, you're completely incorrect. Atul Anjan, 1 minute. There was no Aam Aadmi Party then. There was an India against corruption. There's a big difference between India against corruption and Aam Aadmi Party. Be clear about it and now answer my question.
No. When it was coming up, you were very much.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, you were the one who was. You were the one who had the affinity for the Aam Aadmi Party, not me. Now answer me. Anyway, should he come back? Should he come back? He refuses to come back.
No. One thing I say there is a chief minister post and there is a deputy chief minister post. He is deputy chief minister. It is always thought that when there is a no chief minister and chief minister is engaged somewhere else, it is the duty deputy chief minister will do on behalf of the chief minister. I don't understand I don't understand when Mr. Kejriwal was supposed to go for some medical treatment. He knows it. Then why he has made this program, Mr. Sisodia, to go outside of this country, and when the entire people, Delhi has converted into a garbage. The people are fighting from one post to another. There is no medical facilities. I was told that even the health secretary of the Delhi government is on leave. Many important people are on leave. So what is the post of the deputy chief minister? If the chief minister is not there, he has to just start duties on behalf of the chief minister. But unfortunately, it is the fate of the Delhi people that neither chief minister is available nor deputy chief minister is available. When the people are in great crisis, I feel I feel that Mr. Sisodia should come back, and after some time, if he wants to go to study, let him go after some time, a few months after that, when Chief Minister is here,
viewers,
he can go. Why he should go only to Finland? He can go to all Scandinavian countries and go and try to study.
I'm seeking responses. And the hashtag is Aap Hai Abroad. And I'm seeking responses from the people of Delhi and the people of the country to Manish Sisodia's dramatic comments out there. Mr. Sisodia, we are not your boss. We are a reflection of the way people in this country are now beginning to think about you. You are cornered. You should be coming back. Your priorities were wrong on the day that you left. How could you leave when the Chief Minister is away and you've actually gone off on a foreign junket? Now you're refusing to come back. And on top of it, Kumar Ketkar and Siddharth Singh, he says, I'm enjoying Finland. How do you think the people of Delhi will respond, Kumar Ketkar, to the topmost man of the Aam Aadmi Party government in office saying, I am enjoying Finland? To those in the hospitals out there, those in queue, those who have lost their loved ones, Kumar Ketkar, how will they respond to this? Is there any credibility left after this?
Of course. No, there will be no credibility left at all, because he should have come without even LG asking him to come. He should have come even without press seeking his entry back. He should have come by looking at the seriousness of the situation. He should have thought that it is his moral responsibility, and it is moral responsibility that our gang has always been insisting ever since, as Anjan said, ever since Anna Hazare movement. So if our people are born out of the moral crisis of the country, then he should have shown that moral courage, he should have shown that moral responsibility, and it should have shown that morality and come back. Now Nemesis is catching up, Nemesis of power is catching up with AAP. I think what they did was a drama, and now it is proving to be a drama.
Well, absolutely. I don't know what to say. Siddharth, he's refused to come back. You heard that clip there. If he refuses to come back, and he continues staying in Helsinki,
I never, honestly, Arnab, we are political adversaries, and we have debated and I have criticized them. But what I have heard now, what Manish Sisodia is saying, I have no words. This is no politician would be speaking in that language when things are, there's a crisis in Delhi, and when he says I'm accountable to the people of Delhi, I don't think he means anything. He's not accountable. He's being irresponsible. His priorities are totally wrong. He can go back for his study tour and anything he wishes to do. But first he needs to come and address the issue here, because his own ministers have failed, and then there is no chief minister. There is no point attacking the media or Mr. Arnab Goswami or the LG or the BJP or anybody else. You are responsible. You have been voted. You must come down. I think I've never seen somebody like this, and certainly it is very, very shocking.
You know, I finally want to say this one last thing. Viewers, all through the day today, Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, has spent the entire day attacking me personally. You saw that clip out there. He's attacking me because I'm reminding him of his responsibility. He's attacking me because I'm showing pictures of him on cruises, pictures of him in tourist spots, pictures of him sightseeing, and I'm also showing the pictures alongside of the situation in the hospitals of Delhi. Viewers, Manish Sisodia knows the situation in Delhi. He's getting into an ego trip. The least that he should do is take the flight back in the next 5 or 6 hours. Manish Sisodia, you said in that interview that you are enjoying Finland. But Mr. Sisodia, the embarrassment was showing on your face. The Lieutenant Governor has immediately summoned Manish Sisodia back. Times Now and the Newshour will be following the story very, very closely. We are the only channel reporting this evening, live with Jonathan Gilbert reporting from Helsinki. And we will ask Manish Sisodia once again whether it pricks his conscience somewhere, whether he puts himself in the situation of those people who are suffering, whether he thinks when he goes out sightseeing the next time in Helsinki, whether he thinks how many people in Delhi are fighting for their lives. Manish Sisodia, enjoy Finland. I'd like to know what kind of reception you expect when you come back. Tracking that story closely, only Times Now. I thank you all for joining me on that chat on the News Hour tonight.